You'd be really tan.
Oh man, no! I sat in the bar under the shade the whole time.
You went to Hawaii.
Yeah, I went to Hawaii the first time. Pretty awesome. I'll put the video here. The Hawaiian Village.
Now, is that your new destination now? I mean,
Maybe.
You used to go to Mexico all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful. The weather's perfect there. But
Not in July though.
This time of year it was really nice, and it takes a long time to get there though from the East Coast.
From Connecticut.
Yeah, it's a long flight, but it is beautiful. I did some diving out there. Saw a shipwreck.
Yeah, I saw some of your videos on diving.
Yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, cool experience. It's a little more expensive, but it may be worth it. I'll have to think about it. All right, so what do we want to talk about today? So I've been gone for like 10 days. We went to LA too, and it was raining like crazy out there.
Yeah, I mean, today it's not raining, finally. Yesterday, it rained a little bit, I think. We're supposed to get more rain Tuesday. I can't believe it.
Can't believe it. But it's raining in Connecticut too, so don't worry about it. So we wanted to talk about the ECW130. Is that a new price point now, right?
Yeah. Yep. It's $169. MSRP is $169.
$169, and that's a pretty high performance access point. It's Wi-Fi 5, 11AC Wave 2. But it's a high performance entry level access point. Put it that way, right? If you have a lot of users and you're on a budget, you don't really care about the highest speeds, but you want good coverage.
It's a 4x4 design too. Mm-hmm. So there's 4 2.4, 4 5 gigahertz. So that's really important too.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have higher performance across more users, basically.
Right. Yep. So I mean that's like a high performance last generation design, we'll say, right? So. Yeah. If you don't have the budget for the ECW230, the new entry level will be this 130. And we still would recommend always using the 230 Wi-Fi 6 4x4 on any new install. That's what most people will use. But if you have a budget install and you still want high performance, the ECW130 is really good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I took that home just to try it out and test it out, and the speeds on it were really good. I mean, if you're not, we always talk about this. If you're not constantly speed testing, you
wouldn't notice the difference.
You wouldn't notice. And that device, I mean, speed wise, it was great, and it did everything that I needed it to do. I could run video on it, no problem.
Yeah.
You run HD video on it, no, not a big problem at all. You can pass big files, high res images, large graphics. You can stream high def content as well. I mean, it works really well.
And I mean, when you say high speed though, it's going to be something like 866 meg connection speed, and you'll probably get about 400 to 500 meg actual throughput.
Yeah. Depending on your location to the AP, for sure.
Yeah. So,
and I would say you could probably, in an office space, you could close to cover up to about 1,500 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little less, maybe 1,000 to 1,200. The concurrent users is probably about 200, somewhere around there.
Okay.
And because it's cloud, I mean, you can do a lot of stuff with it, right?
Yep.
There's a lot of security that you can implement on it. You can do WPA3, WPA2 Enterprise. So there's a lot you can do with it.
Right, so it still supports all the cloud features. There's nothing really that's not included with it, except for maybe some of the new packet capture stuff. Is that on there?
Oh, true, very true.
Yeah.
No. Packet capturing is only on Wi-Fi 6.
Wi-Fi 6. So, and
minus
then
the 215.
So I mean, the 130 would be good if you have a lot of users and you're on a budget. And they're not doing speed testing because you'll see much faster speeds on Wi-Fi 6, like closer to a gig. And better range on Wi-Fi 6 too, even with like older client devices. So you probably need fewer Wi-Fi 6 APs, 230, for sure. But not like half as many, anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really a premium value. I mean, you are getting license-free cloud enterprise level cloud management at 169 MSRP price. Has a 2-year hardware warranty, and we support the device. So
Awesome.
you get a lot for it. So
Yeah. So all right, cool. So anybody let me know where we're gonna have those and those are shipping right now.
they are shipping.
They are shipping. Okay, cool. So then we want to talk about the ESGs. So someone asked me about WireGuard functionality, like so that I guess it's like an open source firewall. I didn't know too much about it, but it's something they could implement on the ESGs in the future.
Yeah, I think it was a topic. It was under discussion. So yeah, we definitely internally were talking about it, but nothing solid yet.
Nothing solid yet, but since they're cloud firmware and managed, then you could easily add a feature like that to the firewall. And I know you guys are going to be adding a lot more to the firewall on the ESGs going forward.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. There's a lot coming down the pipeline for the ESG series.
Yeah.
We just launched the ESG610.
Yes.
The ESG510 it's been launched, it's been shipped, it's out, and people are using it now. You're using it on your network.
Yeah.
But we just launched the ESG610. But yeah, all these features that we're talking about will be implemented on both those units.
Yeah, and the good thing about these gateways, like we said, since they're software, cloud-driven gateways, whatever features that they have at launch, it's going to increase over time.
We've really become like, we're a software company anymore, right?
Yeah.
So, we will add these features to the cloud, and the hardware will be able to utilize those features, and these two devices will be able to utilize all the new firmware stuff, or all the new firewall.
And don't forget about
features,
artificial intelligence too.
Yeah, I mean we're already adding a lot in for the AP side.
Yeah.
So the same will happen on the gateway side, switch side as well. So
this ESG610, I'm looking at the specs, and so it's basically, this would be used on a really big site, let's say, right? Because it's going to be quad core.
Still quad core, operating on 2.2 gigahertz. Has the 2.5 gigabit ports. That's a nice differentiator. The firewall throughput is estimated at almost 7 gigabits. The VPN throughput is almost 2 gigabits.
And the big thing I see is max concurrent connections, 1.2 million. 1.2 million.
VLANs too. VLANs is another one, 256 versus the 510 is 96, I think it is.
So this would be like a really large hotel resort type situation, or maybe a service provider or something like that.
Yeah. Yep. It definitely suits like larger networks. The 510 will probably go into many different networks, whereas the 610 might get a little more specific.
Like a campus, like a campus situation.
Yeah, I would say like it could handle MDU up to about 250 like units or like apartments or condominiums or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, we'll be providing more and more information. As a company, we're growing, so we've added a new SD-WAN gateway product line manager. So we're really focused on the gateway side, and we'll be adding a lot to it. So
they've been popular, but for most, the ESG 510, which is currently shipping, is going to handle just about any situation, and it's like got a lot of interest.
Yeah, the main thing for our customer base right now has been the multi-gig ports and the VPN, actually. The auto VPN, which is a really slick feature where you can set it up very quickly. So auto
VPN, site-to-site VPN, and it's just a great router to use on all your installs pretty much.
Yep, definitely.
All right, sounds good.
And more importantly, it falls under one ecosystem. It's under one dashboard, so you have our AI cloud driving, the gateway now, the switches, and the access points. So you can
Exactly.
see all of it under one umbrella. And in the configuration side, it makes it a lot easier across those three items as well, those three components. So like a VLAN configuration is super simple when you're doing it under cloud, and then you have all the remote management capabilities as well.
And we're hearing from customers like they're trying to get off like they're trying to get off like Sonic Wall or Fortinet because the pricing or the licensing costs and all this is driving them crazy, right? So a lot of them are really interested in this product, and then they find out that you also have some of the best Wi-Fi access points in the industry. Where these other guys like Sonic Wall have the worst. They have like some third-party manufactured access points usually that they're selling, right? Like,
yeah, we're really situated in a nice sweet spot. There's like the higher end enterprise level type security gateways or SD-WAN gateways, and then there's the lower end, and we fit like right in the middle. And the big benefits is the multi-gig ports, the VPN, the easy VPN setup, and the cloud management is really a big piece of it too, because a lot of people are using our switches and APs, but now they need a gateway as well. So it's aligning, right? So it's all under one dashboard, like I said before.
for sure. All right. Well, you got anything else you want to talk about?
Do we cover everything?
I think we did for now because I got to start shipping out all these orders that are piled up. So, like and subscribe. Remember to post questions in the comments and features you want on the gateway. We'll hand those over to Brian, and we'll be back next week.